So we're Dryden Gold. We're located in northwestern Ontario, Canada, right off the Trans-Canada Highway. I'm going to make forward-looking statements. I'm a geologist. I can't help myself, so just hang on. So this story is also pretty new. We've only been publicly trading for a little less than 2 years. We have an excellent management team with a lot of experience in creating shareholder value. Our CEO, Trey Wasser, you may know from Ely Gold Royalties. He was pulled back out of retirement for, I think, about the third time to put this land package together. It was just such a great opportunity, area with great roads everywhere, high-grade gold from top to bottom. So he spent some time putting this land package together. I joined the team, and here we are a few years later with some really nice high-grade gold at our table, so come by and visit. We have a great shareholder base. Alamos Gold is our largest shareholder at just about 12%. Centerra Gold, we got a strategic investment from last Christmas, so that was a nice Christmas present for the team. And it's really great to have that check mark of approval for your technical team. As a new story, you want to know that it's something good that you can rely upon. So we're a little bit different. We're an early stage explorer. We're not looking to produce, we're looking to show how much this land package could have. And we really feel we have a district opportunity here at Dryden. We also sit really pretty right now with financing we just finished in August. So we're ready to start 2026 with another $6 million for exploration. And we have a bunch of warrants that would be $11.5 million, all in the money right now. So it's an exciting time for us, and we can really continue to grow this story. So again, I mentioned we're off the Trans-Canada Highway. You don't get much better infrastructure than that. We're in a great neighborhood. We're a few hours south of Red Lake. We're near Rainy River Mine. So it's a great area for gold explorers. We had some historic mining here in the past, and I mean the past. It was early in the 1900s. These mines were small operations, but very high grade, the highest being an average grade of 14 grams per ton. So that's what we're looking for, the next Red Lake, maybe the next Timmins camp. One of the opportunities here is that these type of deposits run very deep. So Gold Rock, which is our flagship, was only mined to about 150 meters depth. Similar deposits like Red Lake and Timmins, kilometers deep. So we're starting to scratch the surface of the opportunity here in Dryden. We have a very strategic land package. It's 70,000 hectares. So when I say it's district, I mean it. We hold the ground along the major shear structure. So from the northeast corner of that map to the southwest corner, that's the main structure that hosts gold mineralization. And in these systems, you want to be a couple kilometers away from that to have the best chance for high-grade gold mineralization. Again, we have an excellent infrastructure. But one of the things we're doing different than other junior explorers is a really systematic approach to exploration. So we do all-oriented core, we complete sample because we don't want to miss any opportunities. And we're really focused on understanding the controls of the high grade so that we can predict it. And I'll show you that with what we've done to date and what we're going forward doing. We also do our drilling in small batches on our targets because we're doing all exploration. We want to make sure that we don't waste money on a dud. We want to do a small pass, make sure that it's favorable, and then continue on. One of the things I'm very proud of is our all-in drilling cost. I say $250 there, but we've recently calculated we're at about $200 all in Canadian. So it's incredibly low cost exploration because we have a great local team and very efficient drillers. This district hosts lots of high-grade gold, but it had really never been systematically put together, and it was always piecemeal ownership. So again, Trey came out and brought all this land package together in 2 option agreements and many, many deals with small prospectors. So we are really focused on 3 top targets. Gold Rock, which is our flagship, that's where the historic mining was. We have a high-grade hit of 53,000 grams per ton over half a meter. Historically, for Manitou Gold, the picture's there. But we followed that up with high-grade results ourselves. So I've got 2 examples of core out on the table. We hit 301 grams over almost 4 meters, and recently 55 grams over 3.5 meters. So we're following this up with high grade. The prior year, we were finding high grade over wide widths, like 30 grams over almost 6 meters, 15 over 7. So some really nice things. We also have 2 exploration targets that we're excited about, Hinman and Sheridan, one to the east and one to the south. So my background, I spent about 8 years in the Red Lake mine. 5 of those I was the exploration manager, and my goal was to bring down the discovery cost. It had been an overbloated mine, we were struggling to meet reserves, so my team and I, we brought the discovery cost from $200 an ounce to $50. We started replacing reserves. So I do know how to find this high-grade gold. I do know what it takes to find gold in this type of system. And one of the things I noticed when looking at the Gold Rock camp when I was talking to Trey about joining the team, how similar was the geometry from the Red Lake mine to this Gold Rock area. It's a fold with faults. It's just flipped on its side, but it's a very, very similar setting. So that got me really excited about joining the team, and that's one of the hypotheses we've been testing is how similar is this to that setting? We've had a lot of success in our 2025 program. We're just starting to get results back in. We had a 15,000 meter program. We still have about 6,000 meters of that coming back, sitting at the lab or being logged today. So there's gonna be a lot more news flow for the rest of the year, and again, we're funded for next year. As we get the results back, we'll finalize exactly what targets are best. We're always rating and ranking them, so we're going after the best, highest grade targets for our team, and that will put together our budget for next year. So I won't bore you with too many of the details, but we're looking at this systematically. We have a theory with cross-cutting structures, and as that's been evolving, we've really been able to hone in on the high-grade controls and start to predict this. So as you look at the evolution, we knew there was a first deformation event, a second, and then we started to see a third, which really has honed in on where the highest grade is and filled out this map from where we started kind of in the middle to where we are today. We recently put out a hole where we tested between the 2 known systems. So historically, there was mining on the the Big Master system and the Elora Gold system. So just those full lines there. We've been able to find all of those dashed line structures. So those are new discoveries made through relogging the core, through new drill holes, and through complete assaying. We didn't have a bias here, so we're open to any opportunity. You can come and see at our booth the new intercept with the 55 grams per ton over 3.5 meters, but it's really spectacular gold. The system also keeps growing, so this is looking again at plan view, but all of those new dashed lines, we started to confirm those. We flew a LiDAR survey where we were actually able to finally put the historic workings into place and see that they did mine historically on these hanging wall and footwall structures. So it opens up more targets for us in the same 1 by 1 kilometer footprint. Using the controls of high-grade mineralization, we started to theorize what it looked like. So you're looking at a long section right now of one of those vein structures. The pink is 10 to 30 gram meters, and the purple there is over 30 gram meters. So with our understanding of the controls, we see these chute-like vertical structures and then very high-grade pods within that. And as we're working, we're starting to predict where those will be, and that's some of the upcoming drill testing that we're planning for 2026. So who cares? Okay, one little place, 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer on your property. Well, that has a signature, and you can see on the geology map here, those are the 2 blue circles at the bottom. That geophysical signature we see in 2 other places just to the north of Gold Rock. Last summer, we went out and mapped one, the one we call Mud Lake here on the map. We saw really high-grade results, 24 grams per ton, 9 grams, all from surface samples. So we've done our first drill test there. We have 4 holes at the lab right now. But what gets me excited is the potential here. So I spent a lot of time in Red Lake, so I use Red Lake as the example. But with a very similar footprint, you have 3 mine sites there and 28 million ounces from those 3 mine sites. Could we have something similar? We're starting to show this pattern repetition both at the zone scale, but also at the mine scale. And that's a very exciting opportunity for us and one of our catalysts this year. We're also looking regionally, so even at Gold Rock, we have lots of targets. We're always systematically putting them on this, what we call resource pipeline, rating and ranking them, and picking the best ones to pursue. We're permitted. We're a local team. We've been able to make good relationships with the local First Nations and really get the buy-in to explore. So we have 2 other exploration targets that you'll see results coming out soon for, Hinman and Sheridan, and they could really be a future for us. So I won't touch on those too much, but look and follow us in the next month or so for news on both of these targets. We've just gotten results starting to come in from our summer campaign on these. They have very different deposit models to the Gold Rock camp. So again, growing that district scale opportunity. So Sheridan, Hinman, and I'll just finish up here by saying, watch for these 4 catalysts. And why Dryden? Well, we have the team, the property, the jurisdiction's great. So come stop by and see us and we can show you some more high-grade gold and talk more.